Start making this control line model called Senior Piece Maker, which is powered by a 3.2 cc engine. Let's start with this full scale drawing, and the first part we will be going to make this fuselage, which will finally look like this. Okay, so in kit we are having the parts for fuselage, this fuselage side, this canopy which will come on the top here, it will be glued here, so you can see it is glued here. Then to mount engine you need something rigid, so this is a hardwood which will be cut into two pieces and will be glued inside these slots, like you can see it here. These are the hardwood slots, so glue it here with a wood glue thoroughly, cut it from this side, put another piece here and glue it. This canopy will come on the top, so it will shape it like this. Then finally you need to put these plywood doublers on each side to stiffen it. So this covered thing, if you are seeing from back side on the left, and another side here, we will mount our engine here. So these are the hole patterns to mount the fuel tank, landing gear hole, then clip for landing gears. Finally, we will have to paste this tail skid here. So to finish it, actually after doing all the components, we will have to round on these things, make it to a good shape, so it seems to well rounded thing. Only leave the places where we have to glue something, like the slot for wing, the slot for tail plane. We don't have to shape these up. I'll just show you the shape. So the final shape will come like this. You can see the rounded edges here all the way, these smooth and rounded edges all the way to the doubler. Here is that tail skid what we mounted. So our fuselage shape will come like this finally. Second stage, we are going to assemble this wing. So seeing on the drawing, what parts we require is, we require first of all the leading edge. There are two pieces marked as leading edge, so one half over here and another half will come here. So there's two pieces for leading edge. Then we need spars, so this is our leading edge and these are spars. Spar is on top and bottom of the wing, so we are having four pieces which are named as spars. So two will come here, one on top and one on bottom for the half wing, and another here. So this will make the complete wing in the length. So now what we are discussing here is, we are making wing into two parts, so we have to join it. So in center we are having this plywood joiner. A plywood joiner is there. So here you can see the two halves, these are joined by the plywood joiner to stiffen it. And on the back side, what we need to do is, we need to put trailing edges. So we are having four strips which will make our trailing edge like this. So this is above and below the ribs, which will mostly fit into these slots. You can see the slot here. So this is the place for trailing edge. These are the places for spars. This is the place for leading edge. In center we will use these ribs, which is called as R1. In drawing also you can see R2, 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 and here in center R1. There are further two more R1s here and one more R1 here. So total four number of R1s we will put it in center, and all along is R2, rib 2. Rib 2 means which is having a slot like this in the trailing edge, and rib 1 is plain from the trailing edge. Rib 1, R1, is slightly smaller, like about 1.2 mm smaller in each side. It is because in the center part we will cover it with balsa sheet thoroughly. So like here you can see These are all R2s, and this is R1, which will be finally covered uh, with the help of center sheeting. This is the center sheeting. So when you will cover it with center sheeting in this part, it will make it equal to all the other ribs. Here you can see the trailing edge is just in the shape, in the symmetry of this rib, and here after putting this center sheeting, it comes to the symmetry. So seeing from the back side, on the left wing near the center wings, we will put this plywood mount in the exact orientation which is shown here in the drawing, slightly going ahead of the spar and coming backside here. And after that we will have to mount our bell crank here on this hole. The assembly of bell crank is shown here. Like this is the plywood, screw is coming from the bottom with a washer, then you have another washer, then you have this big nut over there. So these all will be tightened and secured in a place. This big nut is for spacing this plywood and this bell crank. Then here comes another washer. Then you insert the bell crank with this hole here. Then there is another washer, and on the top of this you will be having this cup washer here. So we don't have to tighten it fully. We have to just tighten it and slightly loosen it and just solder it here on this place. So you will be having a bell crank mounted there with the movement, pivoted movement. So from this bell crank here, there are control line wires, say 1.2 mm wires. Straighten these wires, make a loop, fix these wires, and make them pass all through the ribs and come out of this wing. And here we are having, see, these brass tubes. Stitch it with thread and make the passage for these wing tube. Now from this hole we will have to pass this push rod, a 2 mm wire, thick wire, which you need to bend in this way. So bend in this way in the same size, so it will come all along over there and will be mounted to this control elevator control horn. For the wing tip assembly, we are having these two wing tips. These shapes are here, and we have to mount these T1, T2, T3, which are mounted here in the pattern. You can see it here. So these will be glued on the both sides. So this will secure the wing tip. After bell crank is mounted, these control wires are passed, brass tubes are secured by stitching and putting glue over there, wires coming outside, push rod properly secured. Now you do the center sheeting of the wing on top and bottom. So these four ribs will be covered by 2 mm balsa sheet on top and bottom thoroughly. Here is the assembly for tail plane. So this is the stabilizer and this is the elevator. Make round these two edges, this edge and this edge, and we are having this ribbon here as shown here. Paste it like here. This is on top, and going down from this side, paste it here on the bottom, and on the opposite side paste it here on top and then bottom. Like here you can see this one, it is on top, and here it's going here, it's on bottom. Similarly, second number, it is here on bottom, and a Z type, it is coming here. So it will make a perfect hinge for the elevator. Now round all the sides throughout. For the fin also, fin and rudder. So here is the assembly. Round all the sides except what we will be gluing to the model, this bottom one. After the wing is made, center sheeting is done, push rods come out of the wing, make the eyelets like this. So bend the wire in the square shape, then turn it and come it here. So we will pass our control line wire from this and it will come here, and we will have this proper movement. Everything is done. Now take the fuselage, shape it if required, this inside area, and slide the wing in it. Mark the appropriate center and glue it here on the center. After that, take this stabilizer, glue it here. Now this vertical tail fin and the rudder, you can see rudder is bit offset here, say about 10 millimeters. The offset of rudder, it is shown here. So seeing from back side, rudder is 10 millimeter offset from the center towards right side.